I've got your energy stories for the second week of April 2025. Well, with rising energy demand and a sclerotic response on the supply side, the Southwest Power Pool is looking to demand response to bail it out, says SPP CEO Lenny. The grid operator projects its reserve margin may fall as low as 5% by 2029. That's a steep decline from 2020's 24%. Excess generating capacity is dwindling, Nichols said, to a point where it's becoming dangerous. Since generation can't be brought online fast enough, SPP is resorting to, quote, a comprehensive, unquote, demand response policy. It anticipated peak load driven by EVs, electric heat pumps, and data centers may soar from 56 gigawatts last year to 97 gigawatts by 2035. Longer term, more transmission and generation, including gas, may help, but in the short term, DR is the only resource that can be stood up quickly and address the issue of peak demand. It's one thing to say it and another to do it, so we'll see how the DR programs evolve and how quickly they can be ramped. Speaking of heat pumps, Dandelion, the country's leader in geothermal heat pumps, is joining forces with home builder Lennar to integrate ground source heat pumps into 1,500 new Lennar homes in Colorado over the next 2 years. Heat pumps rock in terms of efficiency because they suck heating and cooling out of the earth to warm or cool homes as needed. For every kilowatt hour of electricity, you get over 3 units of equivalent heating or cooling. Electricity demand increases, though, but you do get one of the biggest bangs per kilowatt hour. Moving to Texas, Dow and X Energy Reactor Company, LLC, a modular nuclear developer, have submitted a construction permit application to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission for a nuclear project in Seadrift, Texas. The unit will provide power and industrial steam. Approval of the construction permit could take up to 30 months, after which construction could begin, assuming that the NRC also approves X Energy's design. To date, only NuScale has received NRC approval for design of a modular nuke. Each of these XE100 reactors is designed to yield 80 megawatts. Also in Texas, you may have heard of the $5 billion Texas Energy Fund. It's a low-interest program established in 2023 to entice dispatchable gas generation to Texas. Initial interest was strong, with developers submitting dozens of project applications. And in August of 2024, 17 finalists were selected. However, since then, things have changed. Engie was the first to walk away from its 930-megawatt peaker plant in February, citing, quote, equipment procurement constraints, unquote. Then came Wattbridge, yanking 4 projects totaling 1.62 gigawatts in late March, stating, quote, terms offered through the TEF program introduce risk and costs that result in lower than anticipated returns with elevated risks, unquote. Joining the herd this past week was Constellation, withdrawing a planned 300-megawatt capacity expansion to its 1.1 gigawatt Wolf Hollow 3 project. Meanwhile, demand growth in Texas continues to soar as reserve margins decline. This story will be worth watching as it continues to unfold, and Texas works to navigate between that proverbial rock and hard place. But gas turbines are apparently going where the money is. The site of Pennsylvania's Homer City coal plant, 50 miles east of Pittsburgh, is being redeveloped to serve a huge data center complex. The new $10 billion facility will employ 7 GE Vernova gas turbines to generate up to 4.5 gigawatts of power, twice the output of the former coal plant that was shuttered in 2023. The plant should start generating by 2027 as it is able to exploit the existing transmission infrastructure and grid interconnection. It's still not clear whether the data centers will be able to purchase power behind the meter. The Federal Energy Regulatory Commission is still looking at this type of co-location arrangement, which they say is going to take longer to address than was previously anticipated. Well, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.